Hey guys, John here from Learning Guitar Now. And in this lesson, I want to show you how to play a Gary Clark Jr. style slow blues solo in the key of C. To me, he draws a lot from B.B. King when playing a slow blues, and it's really interesting to hear how he blends his style with some of B.B.'s. Fantastic and dynamic player with an incredible sense of feel and space, Gary Clark Jr. To get the tone for this lesson, I'm using my Shure SL68 2 notes capture with an EVM 12L and a TC electronic flashback delay. Also using this new Heritage 535, their take on the ES335. Just an incredible guitar. We'll go ahead and take a look at the first few licks for free. And if you would like to gain access to the full lesson, the interactive tab and backing track, check out the All Access Pass. Okay, let's go ahead and start this lesson. Okay, now I'm going to break this solo down for you into 10 separate licks. We're playing slow blues in the key of C, chords C, F, and G, 1, 4, 5 in this 12-bar blues. And I'm starting out with the bridge pickup. That's what I'm using. I got the volume around 7, 6 or something. Sounds really cool for this intro. So lick 1 sounds like this. Okay, so that is lick number 1, and what's going on with that is we're going to start right before the band comes in, and we're going to come in right on the 10th count. It's a real B.B. King sounding thing. I hear Gary Clark Jr. likes to do a lot. So I'm just basically playing 2 notes, or I am playing 2 notes here, and it's basically kind of a 6 chord, but you just got 2 notes, the root and then the 6th. Taken from the major scale. So you hear B.B. King using that kind of stuff a lot. And it gives it a little bit more attitude if you rake to it. I'm using the round side of the pick. It gives a great sound. And by decreasing the volume on that bridge pickup to around 6 or so, for this guitar, it gives a little bit more brightness. If you crank it up more, you get a little bit more gain. So anyway, you got that chord. On the 10th count, I'm counting this 12/8 slow blues. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Rest. And then on the 12th count, we're going to rake again and then hit the 8th fret on the B string. All right here on this minor pentatonic area, we just added that 1 note from the major pentatonic or major scale right here on the 10th fret of the B string. So you got 10th fret of the B string, 8th fret, that's our root C here on the high E string. And then bending that 10th fret from the major pentatonic scale, another rake. So you got 3 rakes in a row. And you just bend that, cut it off, and then hang until the 12th count. We're going to rake again to the 8th fret here on the B string. And then rake another time. So the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 notes are all played using rakes. You just get a lot of attitude with that rake like that. And so the next little step, I got same thing again, and then now 8, 10. End on that 10th fret right here for a bit and add some vibrato. That's played over the F chord. And then I'm going to play this phrase, 8, 10, 8, 10, high E, B string. Now bend that 8th fret slightly. That's your minor third here, G string, 8th fret. And then strike 10th fret to end the phrase. And we're going to cut it off for 7th fret here on the D string, ending on that 6th note. That same note, that's the same note right here. This gives it more of an uptown sound when you add that major 6th note to any minor pentatonic. So you could just add that note to the first position minor pentatonic scale. Makes it sound more uptown. All we did was take the minor pentatonic scale, add that 6th note to it, People always talk about it's complicated combining scales. It doesn't always have to be. In this instance, like I said, just adding that one note to the minor pentatonic scale opens up a whole new sound. You just got to play it with a lot of attitude. I'm striking the strings pretty hard. With low dynamics like this, I got the guitar down so I can strike it harder without just like blowing you away. If I had the guitar on 10, you know, it gets a little bit more attitude, a little more gain. But if you take it down, it still sounds really relaxed. Anyway, super cool lick. A lot of B.B. King inspiration. That is lick 1. Okay, lick 2 sounds like this. Okay, lick 2, some pretty cool, interesting things happening. We're back on the 1 chord, the C chord, and we're staying right here in that minor pentatonic first position, starting on the 10th fret of the D string. That's the first phrase. Easy, just going straight up the minor pentatonic scale. The thing that makes it really cool is when you get to that 8th fret of the B string, we don't play on our fingertip. You anticipate that you're going to roll down. And so to do that, play like this because you got to go immediately to your 8th fret. And it also sounds cool to let that B string on the 8th fret just ring out a bit. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's supposed to sound a little raw and nasty. Now the next little phrase is the same thing, except I'm going to bend up that 8th fret almost to the 9th fret sound. So it's kind of out of tune. And to me, it sounds super cool doing that. Almost to that major third. You can experiment bending to the major third, but you kind of want the 8th fret to ring out with it. Sounds like a C major chord, but not quite. Anyway, that's a lick that is heavily used in blues, so you just have to know that one. No, not really that difficult. You just got to get the attitude right with it. But it's a great technique to do, just doing that. Okay, so that is it for lick 2. Okay, for lick number 3, sounds like this. Switching to the neck pickup. Okay, lick 3, like I mentioned just a second ago, we're moving to the neck pickup. And so I'm going to move into the B.B. King position, key of C, first finger on 13th fret of the B string. 13, 14 here on the G string, 15, standard, B.B. King little area. Add vibrato, 14, 13. Now slide back quickly to the first position minor pentatonic. Now backwards to 10th fret of the G string, 3rd finger. Release to the 1st finger, the 8th fret, and bend up slightly. Add vibrato to that 10th fret. Also got the neck pickup around 7. Don't have it full blast. And then I'm just cutting off this 8th fret right here and bending it slightly and cutting it. And then on the 10th count, the same bar we're just playing, we're playing over the 4 chord, the F right here. And so I'm sliding into the 9th fret here. Super in B.B. King inspired lick here. Hear B.B. King doing this stuff a lot. And so we're going to slide into that 9th fret right here on the G string. 8, 10 on the B string. back to 9. Now we'll do that same 6 chord thing right when the C chord comes around. We're previously on the F chord, now we're going back to the C chord. Strike that chord right when it comes around. And you can kind of do a small rake on all of those. Instead of going. Oh, I think that just gives it a little bit more attitude doing that small little rake. You just play these 2 notes right here, 8th fret on the G string, 7th fret on the B string. It's just basically C major scale, or C major chord. Just move back with those 2 notes. Hear that all the time in blues. Now slide backwards. Pretty sweet lick there, lick number 3. Okay, that does it for this free lesson. As I mentioned previously, if you'd like to gain access to the full lesson, check out the All Access Pass. When you do become an All Access Pass subscriber, you'll gain access to all the courses and lessons on the site that will teach you the concepts and techniques for playing improvisational blues and slide guitar. All right, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.